Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Victory Sports Green 2 as the semi-final for the mixed pairs between Raymond Terrace, which is Zoe Nicholls and Brendan Stokes, against Alan Joss and Margaret Smith from Ettalong. And excellently, I have a partner, so you don't have to listen to me drone on again. It is old canoe shoes himself, Ian Lean.
Thanks, Benny. Great to be here again. Should be a fantastic game here.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be good fun, if nothing else. Zoe's a character. Alan's a good bloke. Margaret's character. I haven't met Brendan yet, but you have a special relationship with Zoe. Tell us about that.
Yes, Zoe's my pretty much stepdaughter, and she's a very vibrant, outgoing, loud character. Yeah,
she really is one of the one of my favourite juniors going around too. She's good fun and brings a party wherever she is. You can see the big bag of Mentos there. I'm not going to claim that she brought them. I did. And you can see how empty it is because we've been her and Chanel have been cleaning that out lately. And the pink bowls bag, and she's also very grateful for her bright pink bowls that she's about to put down now. She blames her mum for them.
Yes, mother. She loves pink. It's her favourite colour, and I think it's just flowed on to her.
No, it's good to see their. Just make sure I'm hitting the right buttons. I'll just get the rotating score. It's not really much else going on, to be honest. There's the other semi-final next door is all there is. As the graphics pop up. So the other semi-final, we just witnessed Claire Kelly and Shannon White from Foster have a really good run into the final, but it is serial finalist and person who's just pretty much setting up camp on this green, Anne Johns and Mason Lewis from Engadine on rink 22, two across from us here. And,
a couple of fantastic players.
Yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely amazing players, and we're very lucky to have everyone here to do that. Zoe's a good correction for the first one. So this is three bowl mixed pairs to 18 ends. Respotting the tee, two and a quarter hour time limit. They've obviously been kicked off by Lee. You can see Lee Stinson, the executive manager of bowls in New South Wales, standing in the background there, keenly interested in this. You see, Margaret really gets into these shots. They want this really badly. Margaret's a gun player, ex-state player, I think, too. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, she was. I was watching her game this morning, and it was actually a fantastic game. It looked like they had it, pretty much well in the bag. They led, I think it was 16-4 with about 5 ends to play, and then it got back to 16-15 on the last end. So, and yeah, she was down, and then she drew a front hopper, and yeah, it was a great shot, and yeah, Cam Curtis tried to get it out, but yeah, fortunately missed, and yeah, it was a great game in the end to watch. Fantastic.
So I think Margaret's got the cookies on the first end in the battle of the leads. Alan has I think that his wing bowl is shot, but Zoe well positioned, usable bowls. So a bit of love for you here on the line, mate. Timmy Twining saying, Jared Gorsuch, King's back in the box.
Thanks, Jared.
And which one's Choppy? Is that Brandon?
Yep, Brendan Stokes. Yeah, his nickname's Choppy.
There you go. All right, Margaret's distinct salmon-coloured bowls running through. They do look like a piece of sushi, I've decided. I can hear my voice coming out from over one of the phones. That was a bit terrifying. Choppy just running through there. It'll take a bit to adjust again. This green runs a bit differently to the one next door. And the way Margaret and Choppy ran through there is the wider hand.
Yeah, from my experience, it is the kind of hand.
Well, she's pulling up short and on the right line, but Just a little short, those little sushi bits. Timmy Twining, big man, commentary is for you, mate. Timmy will look after you. Look, I haven't seen Choppy much, but he's played this one beautifully.
Yeah.
He's going to sit on Margaret's to the back.
Good weight.
Yeah, rolled forward too, which is what he wanted. Chanel watching as well. Good mates with Zoe, having been in the New South Wales junior squad for a bit.
Yes, we actually went out last night with dinner with Chanel and her mum, Kate, and went to Thai. It was a good feed there. About just at the start of the meal, waiting for our meal to come out, we look around, where are the kids going? And there was a McDonald's straight across from the Thai restaurant. And, yeah, so where are they going? So, anyway, they come back, and they went over to Macca's, not to get food, but to get crayons. So they've come back, and we had a paper, like, on the table.
Yeah, tablecloth, yeah.
Paper tablecloth. So they've pretty much drawn all over it with pretty colours and the girls were loving it. So that was their entertainment at the Thai restaurant.
Perfect. They're pretty high energy, those two as well, so that's good to give them a bit of a distraction. Oh geez, we used to do that with my what are they called, my very toddler daughters. You take the crayons, let them draw all over the table. No, good on them, that's great.
Yeah, she said, have they got any crowns? No, what crowns? And yeah, we deciphered that she actually meant crayons. So, yeah, not me though.
So, updated score, that was one to Ettalong, one down to the Raymond Terrace. Melbourne, a pretty interesting start by both teams here at Figgy Sports. How have you found the club here this week, mate?
Oh, it's been great. You know, the food, you know, the bar staff here look after you.
Yeah, they're good, eh?
You know, and obviously the green staff, you know, having great greens. Yeah, it's always great to play on some nice greens.
Yeah, we're after 13 days and the green's still at this. Well done, Zoe.
Good shot.
You're going to be backing Zoe in the whole time here. I did tell her she can go play up for the camera a bit too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, she's given me instructions. I have to say all nice things about her. So
she did say that too.
I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm not allowed to say anything like it, you know, her snoring habits or anything like that. So I've got to keep that. I've got to keep that to myself.
So what was? Sorry, what's her mum's name?
Debbie.
Debbie. So Debbie was a bit nervous about Zoe being on the TV rink. Didn't want it at all.
Oh no, I think that's just a Debbie thing. It's a mum thing. It's like, it's crazy. Sometimes I've got to move away from her when she's watching Zoe play. She gets so much into it, which probably a lot of parents do. And you know, it's like, she's next level nervous. Like,
if you're not,
living, you know, even when she turns up to watch me play, you know. Pennants and stuff like that. If we're not in front by 20, she hates it. You know, I said it doesn't work like that.
Anyway, I said he gets nervous watching Lenny play as well. So just watching him full stop.
Just watching.
Zoe got the best of this one over Alan. There's two good shots for her on the side there. April just asking for the YouTube link. There it is there. We do have, I'll just put it straight into the chat. Once again, don't click on any links that we don't put up. Anyone asking you for money is trying to scam you. We don't charge. So jump onto that if it's the easy way to stream your stream it to your TVs. We've got a few people watching on YouTube actually.
close here.
Yep. Oh, I didn't want that little... Well, a little skid to slow it down would have been good, but she ran through a little. So tell me about Brandon. What do you know about Brandon? I don't know anything about him. I haven't met him.
Know about Brandon? What can I say about Brandon? Well, he had a time he started at Raymond Terrace, and then he left Raymond Terrace, and he actually was sort of around the sort of 3 grade level, and he found a home at Ettalong, and he played 1 grade at Ettalong, and basically it was a fantastic move for him, and and he's come back at just 1 grade level. Like, I mean, he's one of our close to the pick of the juniors you got at our club, like all the young people at our club. Like, you got young Lockie Freeman and him. He's really come along. He's got a big future. Obviously won the district pairs.
Well, look at this shot.
Oh, right on cue.
Yeah.
And so he won the district pairs with his father. Unfortunately, they beat me in the final. So but it was, he's come along great.
I do like to hear that. I love watching the younger guys play. This is again a good mix of ages in this mixed pairs comp. I don't think he got shot there, by the way. I think he just moved Margaret out a bit. Margaret had a blinder of a shot right on the line.
Oh, she's in the area again.
Yep. Oh, just sat her own there. Look, I think we're just aiming to go up and over on his own bowl, I think.
I think he'll switch over to his forehand.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll play probably 2 feet, yard away, trying to turn the shot bowl on the jack and kick it out to... He's got a wing bowl way out there. That's what he may be looking at.
I'm just... Ian Whalen saying... enjoying from Camberwell in Billabongs in Queensland. You can get around, mate. He's just left the Northern Territory by the look of it. It's fun on the chat line. We get to see these people from just from everywhere, and you get to know the same ones over and over again. And Ian Whalen's one of those. Bowls tragics. Imagine being on holiday and spending every day watching live stream little bowls.
Fancy that.
Great.
There we go, on the forehand. Just hanging out a bit there.
Yeah, just left it out. So 1 or 2 is the question.
Certainly played it aggressive if he's only 1 down.
He's 2?
Yeah.
So another 2 to Ettalong. 3-0 at the start of this game. Really tight heads. Really close.
Yeah, it's going to be a good battle at the lead spot. Watched a few games of Alan now, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, Alan's switched on. Yeah, look, and obviously Margaret's no slouch herself. Camberwell, Billabong. I'm just looking where that is. That's a... right near the territory border, actually. So we'll have just crossed over near Barclay on the way to Mount Isa. There you go. I actually think I've been through there once. I definitely drove there.
Goes Zoe and Choppy from Deb Skinner.
Deb Skinner, that's it. Said pretty, do it for the Mentos, he says. Just get the right camera there. There we go. That's better. Just came down here, immediately pulls out a Mentos out of the little packet and gets a pink one straight away. Unbelievable. They're always aiming for the pink ones.
They're the rare ones, are they?
They're the rare ones.
They're the rare ones. Oh.
The ones everyone's aiming for.
Like the brown M&Ms. I think they're the least popular, apparently.
I'm going to pop one now. I've only had yellow and orange out of this all week. See?
Yeah, yellow.
Yellow.
Good call. Good call.
Zoe back again. Alan bowls for that, what I call a lazy knee style. Well, only because it was described to me that way by a Scottish man at St George's Basin. He said, "Stop having a lazy knee." And made me sit up. It was, you look at the tight styles that, obviously Zoe's had some good coaching. Really tight, compact style. Not a huge amount of mechanical movement.
Just a little bit short there.
Yeah.
Good line. Doesn't look like there's much wind out there at the moment.
No, it's better hit the camera, hit the my little markers up there on the cenotaph and have a look. Let's see what Margaret's got here. Where's Deb sitting at the moment? Did she head up to the shade of the...
Yeah.
It's pretty hot in the sun at the moment.
Yeah, she's up to that, what do they call that, a gazebo area, whatever they call that, up the top there.
The alfresco, yeah.
The
It's
alfresco area.
a brilliant place to be, but you can, yeah, if I jump across to... Oh, you can't see it at the moment. Yeah, on this camera, you look at the flags down at the bottom left, the shadow. There isn't much.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah, well done, Choppy.
Well done, Chop.
Said pretty there, mate. That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Zoe seems to have a cheer squad everywhere she goes. I don't know whether she pays them or not.
Maybe we're just changing hands there. We did see in the first game that hand didn't turn, especially these guys are quite close to the ditch over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's straight up the line, pretty much. Oh, there's another good bowl coming in here.
Waves it through. Yep. He's starting to dial it in.
That's a couple.
Yeah, really warm day today. If you're sitting out in the sun, I can tell you now. I was just walking around, feeling it, and Margaret just crossing through. A lot of Raymond Terrace guys down at the moment.
Yeah, a few there.
Just looking up on the alfresco as these guys cross. There's a lot of lots of faces up there, lots of red and blue jackets, because that's a new uniform for you guys too, isn't it?
Yep, sure is. Yeah, another good track here. 3 good shots.
Yeah, Choppy, well done. So that's 3 really good bowls by the Raymond Terrace skipper. Didn't tell us what they were, but I'm going to just assume it was 3.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet.
And an immediate drawing, tying of the scores, 3-3 after 3. Well done to Raymond Terrace. Just looking for Deb up on the alfresco there, but I can't find her. It's hiding from me. So as always chucked in you'd say a 3/4 length, a bit longer than it has been. A little over, actually it's pretty long. It's only a metre from the tee.
Yeah,
if that holds up, it's not bad.
I'm sorry, Zoe, but I don't think that's where your skipper was standing. Just saying.
Just saying, give reps. That's all right. She's got a bowl back straight away, so that's not a bad thing. It's better than running short.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't talk. That's all right. Good players can play at any length.
You're not wrong. Lots of conversation here.
Oh, there we go.
So she's got the earpiece in, so she's clearly listening.
Oh, she's listening. Got the earpiece on. Earpiece in, yes. We see you, Deb.
And there goes the...
Nice shot.
Yeah, Zoe, well done. Picked that one up beautifully. So tell me who that is she's sitting next to.
That is Jason Stokes. Yep. I think he's turning 60 soon, I think.
It doesn't look a day over 40. Come on. Oh, she's waving now. I missed that because I was watching that Vol go down by Allen. He's just clunked into his front one. The change of length has tricked him too, so maybe he's always onto something here.
Yeah.
But,
maybe it was part of the plan. Yeah.
But he's a good bowler. He will adjust. He hasn't got here to by being a mug. Look, she's given that a perfect amount of grass. Geez, it came out wide and then dropped back in. There you go. That's the correction we like to see. Mum's pretty happy.
Yeah, there he is. There's Jason. Actually, I should be nice to him. He's my boss, actually.
All right, Alan on that wide hand again, looking to actually get to the jack. He's done. That's a pretty good correction. It's going to run past though, but it's back, and that's what his partner Margaret would be looking for.
That's Shannon White over on the next rink, isn't it? Did he win it last year? Did someone say he won it?
Yeah. That team won it last year, so they're the defending champs next door.
Champions. Back to do it again. Gee, that'll be a huge achievement. Mind you, he'll have his work cut out in this game, though.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, Ann Johns knowing this so well. Margaret here running past, but he's going to sit on Zoe's back one for a second shot, and that's pretty good in the end.
Yeah.
That'll do well.
Pushes that bowl back to the tee in case she wants to play weight. It's always handy.
Yeah. It's big task weight on this green at the moment. Well, similar.
Oh, geez, just running through a bit there.
Yeah, similar kind of weight, actually. I thought, look, the line's perfect. Just needs to take 1.5 meters off, I think. Does that look narrow to you?
Yeah, just a tad. I think he might be a bit light on as well.
Yeah.
Well, probably if you had the weight, would have been fine.
You can see it's dead. It's pretty much dead still out there.
Well, she's chasing this one.
Yeah, she's down after it, and I think she's narrow. Little slide isn't enough to push it forward. A lot of space there for Chopper to get into.
Yep.
It's just got to give it the grass.
Holding 2, looking at a third. Just got to sit down, and he's got 3. Oh,
careful. Oh, he's kicked it. Not sure where to. I think we're about to have a visitor too, by the way. Someone's supposed to there's Cameron. They had to come down and say hi.
Yep.
So he's got one at least because he stayed with it. Margaret still with another shot here.
Might force her over to that harder hand on the forehand. Okay.
So a bit of a treat here for everyone, listeners and viewers everywhere. the only person I know at this place that has her own Wikipedia page. Legend of 2 countries now, and the state rep who's going to foster, Warilla this weekend, Kay Moran.
Hello.
That was a pretty good introduction, actually.
It was.
So, yeah, tough on that hand now. She's just run on through, playing a heavy shot. I think it's 1 to Raymond Terrace.
No, I think it's 3.
Oh, really? Oh, they've pulled out 2. Oh, that was his at the front, not Margaret's. My apologies. You're right. So a measure coming up here. Now, this is the last day of the tournament, Kane. You've been instrumental in making it run. Yeah, 3. How are you feeling? Relieved?
Well, actually, I missed a few days in the middle, so I'm still full of beans and happy for it to go on a bit longer, but I'm sure everyone else who's been volunteering and working here are
everyone's
ready to see the last
Everyone
day.
else is slumped over.
That's right.
I think I was discussing it with Lee earlier, and he said, what's that? I'm going to have to look at that in a second. There's something hanging over one of our signs, which is a bit different. But, I was speaking to Lee earlier, and he said, look, it's good because we get to have a break, but you don't want these things to end.
That's right.
It's so much fun and such good people everywhere.
Yeah, and I think we've been so fortunate with the weather.
Oh, my God.
It really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely been amazing. And, yeah, you've ordered that well.
I think for the club, we've never hosted anything as big as this. So it was the unknown coming into it, not knowing what to expect.
Oh, wow.
But it's just been wonderful. It really has.
You wouldn't have known. Genuinely, you wouldn't have known that you've done that so just absolutely smoothly. I thought genuinely thought this was just a regular event for you guys.
Oh, really? No, not really. I mean, the thing is, between like myself and Matty, we've been to a lot of state events and big things, so we know what we want as a player. Therefore, that's probably helped us with the organising of it. Yeah,
you're right. That's the first thing, is looking after the players.
That's right, yeah.
Just noticed something on the bank that I've not seen before. I'm assuming it's something that Andrew's put up. We have a Bowls New South Wales sign that some of the players don't like the glare coming off of it. It protects our electronics at the back. And then Zoe delivers this. Little doggy footprint.
Nice.
That's at the back of the rink. Oh, you see on the left-hand side of Zoe there on screen now. Is that one of yours, Andrew? Once this bowl comes to rest, I'll show you. So if she's a bit short there. Nope. Look at his face. Is telling me definitely that's a distinct no. So someone's put a little towel over the equipment up there with the doggy footprints. That's great.
I did hear the guys talking about the glare and that people wanted something put over it, so it must have been...
Yeah, we do have a little rug that goes over it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the little doggy one's hilarious. That's great. Like a cricketer's sight screen, I guess. So it's 11:49 at the moment. In about 10 minutes, the TAB guys will be over getting ready to, starting off their, what's that thing called? I'm trying to say the closest to the Jack competition, where you can win a set of bowls, a set of lovely TAB, or their Drake's Pride Conquests. Great set. And one I highly recommend going over there. It costs you nothing to enter if you're here. And I'll just go over there and you can see where the rink is and the people watching as well in the sun, the brave souls that are in the sun.
Yeah, I was talking to Lee about that, and he said, have you had a crack yet? And I said, no. So I think I'm going out there to have a crack.
Yeah, you'll have to have a run.
I think I will too. Why not?
Yeah,
Let's
why
have
not?
a go.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll give you a tip. The right hand's a bit wider and a bit easier to run. And there's a couple of sets. There is a set of Drakes and a set of old set of Dreamlines out there. I like the Dreamlines better.
Okay.
That's just my tip for anyone going down there. If you're listening in, you get a lucky little tip from me. I was out there just rolling them in between games just then.
Was planning and just shutting my eyes and having a go. What chance of getting closer?
I think Kay might struggle because you're not allowed to get a front toucher. No good, so she might struggle with that.
I hear a little bit of bitterness there, I thought.
I think that might have had something to do with yesterday's game.
Oh yes, they certainly put the cleaners through this team that's playing right here now. Brendan and Zoe, and I had to give her a cuddle later on tonight. It's all right. You're not the first one to get belted up by her. It's all good. It's okay.
She's just a big meanie.
That's it.
Oh, good shot coming down here.
Just watching that now.
Oh, nice. See, that's pretty much a K-bowl right there. That's it right there. So that's no good in that competition, is it? You're not allowed to touch the jack.
That's it. Not allowed to touch it. You have to be as close as you can without touching. And at the moment there's two of them on equal distance. I think. I don't know what that distance is, but I think there's two at the moment. It's tied, and so the final chance to win it is today, starting in about 10 minutes. So those little pieces of sushi bowls, they're the salmon. I call them salmon. I had sushi last night. It's on my brain actually. So some nigiri was great.
Nigiri, I love nigiri. Yep, delish.
Actually, I went looking for a place to eat last night, and we're just walking around. Yeah, and I don't normally walk. And I seen a place, and from a distance it had toro. And I went, well, that must be a Mexican place, toro. But I got closer and it looked like it was sushi. So, some toro, I don't know what it's called.
That's interesting.
Like what it is. I think it looked like sushi.
No,
it could have been like Japanese or something.
Yeah, Japanese or something. Yeah, it had the Japanese writing.
Oh, that's another great shot, Choppy.
Great shot.
He's on form today, isn't he?
Well, he's found it early, yeah. Took him 2 ends, I think, and then bang, dialed it straight in. Yeah, awesome. We're only 4 ends in, but yeah, he's amazing.
And they had a comfortable win this morning.
Yes.
Didn't they?
Yeah, they played well. Yep, it was a good game.
Yeah, where I was in Wollongong, where I'm staying it's a short walk to where my favourite Mexican place, my favourite restaurant in Wollongong, and potentially one of my top 5 restaurants in the country.
Yeah,
wow.
It's just there.
I should have asked you.
So I went there twice this week. There's two there for Raymond Terrace, and all of a sudden, kicking away a little bit, a 5-shot lead. Now, Wollongong's got brilliant restaurants. That's what I'm discovering around here. We stay in some interesting places, and I've been around a fair bit with Bowls Australia and now Bowls New South Wales, and I'm lucky enough to know some pretty good places to eat. But whenever I'm in Wollongong, straight to my favourite Mexican place, and I can't even think of the name of the place now. I just know where it is.
Just know where it is. I'll have to remember that.
It's called Amigos.
You can be my food tour guide if I'm ever out and about.
Oh, mate, I always follow the large guys.
The large guys.
I was trying not to call myself fat, but yeah, right. But it's called Amigos.
Amigos. Oh, well, there we go.
That's great. And then just right next to that is the Japanese place I went to, and there's an Italian place there as well. So three good restaurants in a row right there, and highly recommended. My friend Martin Wheeler took me, ex-police officer, he knew the place as well.
Right.
Yep.
He took me there first time, and I've been going there ever since.
A lot of support coming through for the Jets. Got Matt Bowes, he's there. Tim Twining. Yeah, Sharon Keldy. She's a character. She's one of the loudest people at the club. God love her. And yeah, Terry Stokes. Yeah, Sharon McReynolds. Yeah, we're all cheering the kids on.
Just seen Mick DeBono here, Steggles from NBC Sports, at a club that's called the Chickens. If your nickname's Steggles, then you're in, right? That's the place to be. And Zoe ran a bit long, and Alan's done very well to match it up. What's the correction like from Zoe? Just a little bit of overcorrection, actually.
He's after being down 3-0, they've turned it around pretty quickly, 8-3.
That's it. First 2 ends were a bit rough by both the players, and then they've come good very quickly. Look, they're high-quality players, and without meaning to be biased towards my mate Zoe, she's a state rep and a gun bowler. She's had really good coaching.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, you can see by the way the really compact style. You're right, so I'm assuming it's you, but you know I'm not talking rubbish.
Yeah, no, she's a good student too. She always listens. She's very, respectful. Tries to do what she's told.
And the state junior mentors, the state junior committee are pretty good too, are they?
Yeah, yes.
So
Wilksy, Sharon Renshaw,
JR, yep.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I was at the junior state champs at Warilla the other week. They were even off when they were off. Weren't playing when the finals were on. They had them over the back doing drills and learning how to read ahead and having a great time. It's just brilliant.
Oh, it is.
And when they're so young like that, they're just like sponges. They take everything in, and to have people of quality teaching them, they're so fortunate. And then by the time they get to the age where they're looking at being chosen for Australian, they're ready.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
And the Pathways program's so good.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Well, the under 25s, and then the way it's run through for aiming at representative selection for all of them is brilliant. And Zoe's well on the way for that. How old's Zoe now? She's nearly out of the junior program.
Yeah, she's 17. She turns 18 in November.
Yep. So I think Dubbo's her last run.
Yes.
In the juniors, yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit sad, but we all get older. Sort of funny talking. You turn 18 and you're old.
Yeah. Like footy players, right? Yeah. On his own.
Free advertising there.
I love it. I wish she was going for a Mentos
She'll be looking for sponsorship,
She loves the Mentos. Oh, God.
I'll have to represent her. I'll get a rep out. The kids call them concentration pills. Chobby's probably got one there. Or am I wrong? It's hard to see that because the colours on the contrast at the side because the sun's up in the north.
I think that's Brendan's. Yeah. I think it's Raymond Terrace holding one here. Touch of the jack from Margaret can bring in the other two though. Make three of it.
Yeah, risky position.
She could even play on to the shot bowl, actually, kick that out for 4 as well. So she's got everything to gain by reaching. Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, see it from the other side where the sun's not leaving shadows on the backs of the bowls. It makes it easy. But so with the Jets logo, now I understand it came from because there's a RAF base there. And the Jets are always flying over, and you have the little pause all the time. But who drew up the logo? Did you get someone to do it, or has it just been always that?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Lennon Scott had the major thing with the design. I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe it was Lennon Scott. So I think Tony Scott had a little bit to do with the Jets too. That's his uncle when he was. Had his time there as a coordinator, and Lennon's just followed it on from that. And I'm pretty sure he designed that actual Jet logo. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's got a few people from the Terrace. They might be able to correct me.
So that's the one there. It looks like a stylised FA-18 Super Hornet. Growler configuration.
Very specific
look at you go. Is that Wikipedia?
No, mate, I was in the military for 20 years.
Well, there we go. There we go.
So, yeah, Navy though, so not Air Force, but we do love the fighter jets. They're good fun. So that's another one.
I'm surprised at Maggie not being up there. She's very good at those sorts of shots, and she really didn't have anything to lose.
I'd agree with that. And having seen her in this competition a fair bit now, we did their first game actually. Was a bit surprising for me that she wasn't in there. She hasn't really fired a shot, I don't think, at the moment, which is a bit strange for her. She'll catch on. She's a good bowler, and
absolutely. Well, she's been around a long time, and she's played at the highest level. She's very experienced.
I'll just zoom out on that a little bit so we can see what's going on up at the mat.
Just flicking through the scores. Looks like Ian Johns, Mason Lewis are getting away to a good lead, 9-2. Just a couple of feet short there from Zoe. Fair start.
Yeah, fair start. Usable.
Knowing this rink well, you find that most people play that side of the green. It's much kinder. It comes back better. The other side can hang a little bit.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing as well. And having spoken to people like you that have played on this, and it's really noticeable, especially we're closer to the ditch side now.
Yeah.
Especially, it's quite that's significant.
There's still a nice line to it, but if you're trying to play any kind of conversion, like a yard on, you'll hang. So
yeah, it is. Late turn is exactly
Yeah.
how I was describing it before when I was in this morning's game. That's a good correction by Zoe. Look, it's back. Here, Ian just groaning. Imagine Zoe's mum's up there doing the same thing. But so here comes Alan. Good line. He's the wider hand. It will drift in.
Oh, his weight looks good too. Oh, no.
No, that kept going. Yeah, it did look good.
God. Wow.
Maybe just the fisheye lens on the camera making it look a bit funny, but yeah, I thought that had come in and stop.
Thanks, Terry.
Yep, and Zoe
Well
just
done.
Oh, nice shot.
clunking Jack. All part of the plan, she'd say probably, and that's the score on the other side there. 12-2 at the moment. Engadine up after 6 ends. Oh, just dropping a little short. You see how much it does hang
Yeah,
out.
it
That
does
didn't turn
hold.
at all.
Yeah, you'll often find you'll sit jack high and then you're just creating a target. You're really just better getting on the right side of the rink, and even if you throw it too high, it'll still come back on that wide side.
Yeah, I think
It's kinder.
it's described as, well, if you leave something hanging out, it's called a ledge. I think, is that
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
absolutely.
just leave a ledge.
Yeah.
I'm
I
learning
always
all the
think that, like your
terminology.
target of a jack is 2.5 inches wide. As soon as you put something beside it, you've made it 8 inches wide, in target wise.
Oh, $6 there on the scoreboard. Someone's using a phone by the looks of it to update it. I'll just fix that.
What Kaz would say to you if you dropped a ball beside it, she'd say, "You idiot." If you said,
She really.
she would. She always would. She'd laugh, but she really meant it. She meant fix it next time you're on the jack. Fix
I love
it.
it. I'm laughing, but I really mean you're. Oh, here we go. This is more
Great
like the
shot,
Margaret we know.
Great shot.
Punches Jack through. Probably 2 shots there now, and that's what we've been seeing from this remarkable player.
I think he might be looking to play some sort of weight in the back again, I'd imagine.
I think I'd agree with that, and that's what I'd be playing as well. Nothing stupid, by the way. It doesn't have to be huge weight.
Oh, I think he's going big.
Oh, that didn't come out at all.
Oh, no.
No way.
No.
Oh, he got rid of one. It's a toucher, actually, so we'll see how far back that is, but let's see if there's any, because that would have stayed in. Oh, it's a long way from the ditch. So, yeah, he's cleaned out one of them. It did stay up. And one at the moment to Ettalong.
Yeah, sure. Need another one in there. Bit vulnerable there, 3 seconds. Line's good.
She's looking pretty good.
Oh, not weighty enough, I don't think. I think it's going to hook around. Yeah. Yeah, 2 seconds there still, you're right. And there's a shot to clean Allen's bowl out.
Yeah, a bit of weight. You can even get the inside of his bowl back to the jack
Yeah,
as
look-
well. That, yeah.
Yeah, because that's Zoe out on the right there, isn't it? But look, not a lot of risk in it. The worst he can do is go one down at this point. So
Yeah, even if he turns a shot bowl on the jack, he's pretty much only going to be one down anyway.
and he is already one down. Geez, you're copping some grief on the live chat at the moment, Ian.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Look, he's played weight and he's given it a lot of grass.
Oh, it's a good shot.
Oh, is it going to stop?
great
Oh, he
ball.
drew.
Oh,
All
great
right,
ball.
we were wrong. He just drew that
he just drew
beautifully.
it. Yeah, we know nothing. Yeah, don't about reaching down there. Just yeah.
Jeez. Margaret with a shot to come, but wow, what a shot. Let's see if I can actually make this work. Nope. Apparently not.
Yeah, they certainly are giving me some. Terry Stokes. He's our one of the workers at the club. He drives our bus. Tries to pour a good beer.
So Margaret looking now on that narrower hand, she'll be wanting to come down and just replace. I think she's out wide.
Yeah, she's added weight, and on that hand, you won't come back.
Yeah, it's very tough to play weight on that side.
Yeah.
So one of the Jets. And 18 end game, a 7-shot lead after 7 ends is pretty significant. But things can turn around in a heartbeat, as we've seen over and over again in these competitions. These are good bowlers. They don't get here by being slouches or bad at what they do. So,
yeah, exactly right. Like the game I mentioned earlier. You know, Cameron Curtis come back from 16-4 down and 16-15 playing the last end. So yeah, it's not over till it's over.
they're going very long again down this end. Matt is right back on the tee there.
Ideal start.
So what's next for you, Kay, after this? You're coming down with us to Warilla.
Yeah, I've got that. Then in between, I've got district pairs, and then I'm off to the indoor.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so it's going to be busy, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, busy
Yeah.
times at the moment for us all. And for all the rep players and all of that, it's huge.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting, this test, because that's the first time I've ever played 5 games
Oh, yeah.
as a test. Yeah, so that'll be
It's going to be monstrous,
that
isn't
will
it?
be exhausting.
I'm looking particularly forward to the Friday night game.
Yeah, I reckon.
It's something about night games, even though we're indoors, it still feels different. Because
Absolutely.
those big windows at Warilla, it's dark outside.
Yeah.
There's a real atmosphere around the club. It'll be Friday night. It'll be big. Obviously competing with the footy. And believe it or not, you're on our, you've got the 2 p.m. game, so we're streaming your afternoon game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so your teammate's Dawny Heyman.
Oh, well, I'm laughing then. I've got Dawn coming
She
behind me.
is-
She'll fix it.
She's my one of my favourite players on earth. I love Dawn.
Yeah,
And,
she's wonderful, isn't she?
Yeah, she's brilliant. And Sarah Boddington as well. She's got a busy program. She's non-stop.
Yeah, she is. She's a pleasure to play with.
I think Dawn's going well up there at in the Nugget too, isn't she? I think she's.
I haven't actually looked
Last
at
time
it.
I looked, I think she was leading the section. I believe.
Yeah, I haven't seen the results of that. I was keeping track of the juniors. I haven't looked at all of them. But our second game on Friday night, the nighttime game, is a bit of a ripper. It's just disco, Teasy, Aaron Tees, Aaron Wilson, Corey Wedlock, and Matty Miles.
Yeah, wow.
That's a pretty flash team, and I think it's Andrew Flapper as well, and for the Victorians. So not Matty. Matty's will have his game on the 5th of August against Lee Schreiner, so that'll be fun. The little Lee
Oh, that'll
Schreiner
be
against
fantastic.
giant Matty Flapper.
I know how he feels. That's how I feel every day.
So I think Alan's got the advantage there, just the one in the front, but both leads have positioned themselves pretty well. Well, I've been carrying on about the what's coming up. Zoom out a little and see what happened there. Yep, Cezo's got one right, excuse me, right at the back, which is handy if Jack goes all the way back there. But yeah, a kill goes to the respot.
A good ball from Choppy. He's playing well.
He's dialed it in. Took him a second. Warren Haviland saying that he believes that Dawn won her first game today to remain undefeated. So yeah, she's in some form and coming into form in a good time.
Yeah, she's a very good player.
She's absolutely deadly when she's playing singles, especially.
Oh, and she's rolled down. I'll go in a little
Look
bit.
at the shot. Margaret's close. Zoe's having a look.
So I'll let us know.
Come on, Zoe. Give your best guess.
No.
Nah, not committed. Oh, soft.
That's exactly what I expected. Just one way or the other. It's okay. You were pretty much Zoe's stepdad. Were you aware of that?
No.
That's why we're taking the bag and
Right,
bits.
okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, and she's a mate of mine from the Test series as well.
Right.
She can handle it.
I'm sure she'd give it right back to you.
Oh, big time, big time.
Excellent.
With interest.
Good.
She's told me before the game that it's got to be nice comments only. So yeah, I'm going to be in trouble.
Else.
I'll pay for it one way or another.
Great.
Well, not
Glad
just,
to hear it.
not just that, but Zoe's mum's up in the stand with an earpiece in, making sure that he says nice things only.
And writing everything down. Taking notes.
Yeah, taking notes.
Yep.
Trying to find out who she's again. Oh yeah, she's watching. She's got the phone out now. She's probably watching it as well. As this ball comes down from Chop. Look, Margaret's done very well, probably holding two, and this has got to be pretty perfect to get there. It's not. Is it? Will it turn?
Oh, it's turning
he's
late.
got it.
Yeah, that late turn.
Oh,
Got the late turn.
top shot.
That was such beautiful weight
Yeah.
to let it drop back in time.
Yeah.
He went too
Perfect.
quick, he wouldn't have.
Absolutely perfect. So as Margaret wanders back,
There she is
Zoe's mum there on the right.
with the boss man.
Giggling, you can see she's got the
Look at
earpiece
him
in.
stoic. He doesn't.
Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't,
just-
smile, he doesn't smile much.
She's pointed at the earpiece, said, "See, I'm listening. Give us a wave."
Yeah, give us a wave, Deb.
Take a
She's
few
thinking
seconds.
about it. She's nearly.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
All right. Watch Margaret here.
Well, she's
She's
put
in
it
there,
down
yeah.
Put it down a
Well,
tight line.
Isn't it weird that this doesn't look like it's hanging?
Oh, look at this.
It did, though.
Oh,
I'm
off
right.
that, onto that.
Oh,
jeez.
what an effort.
Unlucky.
I was completely wrong. I saw that turning, and then it just straightened
Peeled.
and kept going. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. One.
Yeah, couldn't have played that much better. Matt Bousey made a comment here that Choppy's better than his old man for sure. Yeah, can't argue with that actually. Probably right.
I'm sure you taught him everything he knows.
Yes. Yeah, done well. It was a very proud moment of Jason's actually to play in the district pairs and win them with your son. Like, yeah,
lovely.
that meant a lot to him.
Absolutely.
That is, and that's one of the great things about our game in reality is how we can play with family at the same level, you know, and play with anyone, young or old, doesn't matter. You can't do it in footy. Very rare to do it in football, I have to say, and or any of the other things. But yeah, to play at high level with family members, I love that.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite things.
Yeah.
I don't get to do it myself, to be honest, but I'm trying to convince the kids. But And my wife as well. Jeez.
You might have to get them involved so they can come and see you.
Oh, exactly
Spend
right.
some time with
So
you.
I'll get them involved in the commentary. They can come and sit down here with me.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, the kids are the future.
Absolutely.
Try to play with as many as I can so they can carry me when in my old age.
And then you can have an excuse. Oh, they're just young, still learning.
yeah. They're actually, in essence, they're carrying me. But they're just young. I'm helping him along the way.
That's right. There's Zoe, two rippers. Alan playing the narrower hand, which I find interesting. I think you've got to be spot on with your weight, as you were saying, Kay.
Yeah.
Megan Jones watching from Greta. Go Zoe.
Yeah, I think Sean Thompson actually even said that. Sean Thompson, he's who was it? One of the top juniors he plays with all the time. Jack McShane.
Mm.
And yeah, he pretty much said that. He's aligned himself with Jack, knowing he's one of the big stars of the game, future stars of the game.
It's not a bad idea in the end, even if nothing else. You play against good players, but play with good people as well. You're going to do well. You're just going to improve your own game.
Yeah,
it's part of the reason I work hard, even doing things that scare me sometimes, and play against the best. I watched the St George's Basin ladies play against Karen, the two Ellens, and I'm just getting it.
Good shot from Alan.
Yeah, just getting some watching them play against Karen, the two Ellens, and Jamie Lee, and thinking I'd love to be in that game.
Yeah.
I'd love to have played with the Basin ladies, and you could see them lift when you play against, because they only lost by a shot, and they were holding throughout the game. My St George's Basin girls pushing their heroes down south now. That's all I was getting was messages about the Basin ladies after
Fantastic.
the game. But they lifted, and you can actually see what real concentration capability can do, and it's just fantastic to do, and that's what I mean. I'd love to have the opportunity to play in that kind of thing. I'm sadly going to be commentating it all now, so I'll really get to play in it. But hopefully I'll get to the Australian Open next year and draw some good players.
I think what you find is players who go in with the mindset of I'm going to really enjoy this, don't play with fear, and then they play their best. They're the people I dread playing, because they come in and they say, "Oh, it's such a pleasure. Yeah. I know it's coming down here. 2020 last end. I know I'm in trouble." You know.
Yeah.
That's it. Play without fear.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the ones that you play in these tournaments, and you play them in like a round robin type thing, and you play the last game. They haven't won a game.
Yep.
Oh, we haven't won a game yet. We haven't won a game yet, but we'll go out and have some fun.
Yeah. Or worse, they want a photograph with you, and they're so happy to meet you.
Oh,
you know you're in trouble.
Well, it's funny because the Basin ladies did exactly that. There was all photos before the game.
Every time.
They're lovely. But lovely bunch of people.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Sue Moore and team.
Yeah.
The Cabramatta ladies, they're just brilliant. All four of them, just beautiful people.
They are. And we're so fortunate Sue's come up to join us. I'm really looking forward to getting the chance to play with her. I played her recently in the Champion of Champions, and I only just got over the line in the singles.
Well, she's a gun. She
is a gun.
Potential to do a lot of things. I think moving to here to a club with you and some really good mentors is going to be a good thing.
I'd love to play with her. It would be a pleasure to play with someone with such quality.
Yeah, I play with her husband Tom at Huskerson.
Oh, lovely!
And he's a good bloke. And she's been at St George's Basin, who have done very well with a lot of things, helping her along. They recently went open club, so she could play with the men as well, and learnt some, I guess, a bit more aggression as well, and some aggressive playing. But I think she just wanted a bit more, and she can come here and play with a bit more competitively, I think.
Yeah. Well, Sue originally was at Cabramatta, and sometimes when you're at a big club like that, unless you're playing with the number one players, you might be at a strong club, but you still don't get the chance to learn from them.
You get a bit lost.
Yeah. Whereas, hopefully, if she comes down here, she'll get to play with. Hopefully, I can get the chance to play with her. Actually, I would love to play with her.
Yeah, she's a wonderful person, mate.
She
and,
is.
And competitive, wants to win.
Exactly.
That's the other thing.
And that's what you want. You
Yeah.
want people who are really competitive and happy to learn.
So, Ettalong just breaking a bit of a streak there. Raymond Tourists have won the last 6 ends, and they've just gone up one there. Alan had a bowl right in front of Jack, and so it's 11-4. We're playing, excuse me, an 18-end game, so there's 11 ends to go after 9, and they need to get some momentum back. They'll play a shorter hand. Shorter end, yep.
Good idea. Change it up. Make it look different.
And that's a good start.
Good weight from Zoe.
Yep. Good weight. We'll correct their line a little bit. Just going to throw the Wollongong ad up. Not a bad place to live, is it?
Pretty good. Great ball here.
I think you're a bit further south, though, aren't you, Kay?
I am. I'm Shell Cove.
Yep.
Just, 25 minutes away.
So he got here. Alan's had put a pretty good shot, and Zoe's going to try to match him now. It's all about weight. That'll do for second shot. Did she get a feather on the way through? I didn't see.
Don't think so.
No.
It could even be shot.
Yeah, I think it's shot. I think I've seen Choppy put his finger up.
This is looking like it's tracking for the shot.
Oh,
Set it
just
out.
gonna
That's
move.
perfect.
That's
That's
three,
perfect.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah.
three brilliant bowls by Alan Joss there. He's starting to dial it in too. He had a pretty rough start. He's getting better.
Yep.
So he's going to have to lift to match him.
Let's go handy bowl back there.
Yeah, look, not going to. She hasn't claimed the shot, but often it's not always about getting the shot. It's about positioning well, and she's done that well. Look, Chop's doing pretty well at the moment. Got it dialed in as well. She's got a narrow hand. Less risk that side, I guess. A tough hand to play.
She's maybe thinking if she can sit on the bowls.
Yeah, sitting amongst it.
Yeah, just.
Played it well.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
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 just
that's even better. Actually, come through there. That's worked out fantastic.
Yeah.
absolutely perfect.
Should see a bit of weight here, I think. Oh, no, surprise.
He really hasn't had much of a run. He seems like the kind of guy that wouldn't mind playing aggressively, but he's drawing and drawing and drawing.
Yeah, well, he normally is an aggressive player, but yeah, I think you'll find with the next one he'll play right through that. I can see solid ditch weight actually with his next one. So it looks like he's 4 down. Yeah, it's going to hang out.
Yeah, just give Zoe's wide one a bit of a clunk, but
Yeah.
no biggies. Is
Looks-
he winding up?
It looks like he's winding up.
Oh, wow.
Well, got rid of 2 of them.
Yep. So left 2 of them there. Zoe's left as well, but it doesn't matter because she was holding third out the side there anyway. But even that wasn't as heavy as I thought. Maybe just nice
No.
control
Yeah,
weight.
it
I'm
was. Sort of, she wants
Oh,
wants third shot, but not too close. Yeah, I think he'll go again.
I
'cause
think he will.
He's got the spot covered. A kill's worth 2.
Yeah, it's not really.
Which hand? But guys, you experienced players.
Back in again.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the chance of picking up the jack or picking up one of the balls. Could get rid of both of them
Maybe
if
he's
he
having
gets.
a look.
Yeah, Jason Pinnock saying great advertising for the game, having a lady skipping, more proof that gender doesn't affect ability and results, and that's another part of our brilliant game. Is anyone can play at any level.
Yep. It's not like some other sports, if you know, like swimming and that. Obviously, the males have a bit of an advantage.
Oh, it's
strength-wise,
just about
but bowls,
anatomy.
Bowls, it doesn't matter as much.
That's right. The anatomy's not as big an issue. But the other thing, what was it the guys were saying? Actually, there was a conversation happening outside when I was out there before about CTE and the effects of concussion and what happens later on in life to people that play footy and all that. And we've got a game here that actually grows your brain and makes it better. You're not going to get. It's pretty rare to get concussed on a bowling green.
Oh, I'm surprised.
As am I. Yeah, and he's gone from a heavy shot to a light shot. He's got to get around that front, and he has beautifully.
Wow. No,
He's got to pull up. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
That's
We know nothing.
Twice.
I got nothing.
That's twice we've done that. Said that he'd have a run and didn't. They're having a close look, but wowee. What a shot.
Well, that just goes to show the confidence he must be feeling.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you don't try those shots unless you're feeling good.
Absolute killer.
And that bowl up the green there, that would have looked like a beach ball to me. I would have thought I was going to run into that. That's
Yep.
all. That's probably what would have deterred me. You know.
Yeah, so one more. That's absolutely staggered me. I thought the run was on after he's already had a run.
Yep.
Goodness.
That'll boost his confidence.
Oh.
Watch this now, he'll take off.
To no end.
Well, he's done it twice. Twice.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Those are heartbreakers, aren't they?
Yeah.
You think you've
Oh,
got it.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
on the other side of it, yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. You go on there. Oh, he's going to go this. He's going to go this, and you see him lining up to draw it, and you go, "Yes, I've got him," and that happens.
Poor Margaret played brilliant shots and still got just taken out by a draw shot that no one saw coming. So we're at 12-4 after 10, 8 ends to go, and 8 shots in it. So shot and end, one of the theories that Andrew Linda's told me about is when it gets to about 1.5 an end, you're in trouble.
Right, okay.
And, they're approaching that.
1.5 and end it. You sure that hasn't come from Warren Shipley? It sounds like something he would say.
Dave Ellis, there you go.
Dave Ellis, okay, righto.
Junior.
If I need minus one shot in, I'm still in trouble.
That's the thing about bowls. You really just need one really good bowl. You know, you might have 6 to play, but if you just keep playing one clanger, you know, it can be enough.
Yeah, a lot of times it's not how many you play, it's when you play.
That's right.
That's, yeah.
I always think that even when I'm not playing well, I'll always get one in. And when I'm playing well, I'll put multiples in, but you just got to hang tough on the ends where you're struggling and try and get one in to cut it down.
There's a screw in the other ink, 16.9 on $11.
I'm going to leave this to you guys for a second. I've got to find some power for my devices. I've been sitting over on the other side of the desk without being able to plug anything in, and I've just got to sort that out. So you two are in charge.
Oh, jeez. That's your first mistake. We can talk about him while he's not here. Just get a little bit of turn. Yep. I would imagine so. Oh, it's hanging. Oh, good shot. Well, that'll be respot.
Heck, Ian in charge.
It's scary, isn't it?
All right. Well, that was easy. Easier than I thought, so no, I'm back. It's all right.
You're back?
Just did a good job.
I think Margaret's making the right decision here and switching over to the wider side, because I think she would struggle to get back.
I'm sorry, did he kill the end? What have I missed?
He did, he killed it,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
jumped on the respot.
Violent
On the
man.
respot.
So it looks a bit quick here.
There we go. Panning down now.
She's getting a clap, she must have stuck on.
She did?
Yep.
Yeah. Got a good yard to draw here. Should be able to draw this.
Nope, doesn't like it.
Oh.
Good. Rejected it out of hand. Immediately turned his back.
And it's probably going to count. No, it's not.
Oh, well, it's good enough for
Maybe.
shot.
Yep.
Yep,
I
all
might
right.
have liked it,
He's
but
turned
it's shot.
turned his back on it completely.
Yeah, righto.
Well, there you go. Some people have higher standards than others, I guess.
Zoe's a classic for that. She'll give running commentary on a bowl and it's I'm too wide, I'm too narrow, and it lands on the jack. Like, she does it a lot.
Yuck.
Maybe she's just tricking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting your hopes up.
All right, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt with that one then.
Here comes the little salmon nigiri.
Well done.
That's a great shot. That's number one.
Yeah.
She had the benefit of having 2 goes at that. You know, she knew where to adjust from her first one.
So one to Ettalong. And again, they need to be pretty much perfect from here to get through. There's no more chances. This is a semi-final. The winner gets a berth in the main game this afternoon.
Thought he might have brought the mat up again, because when they brought it up, they had a fantastic end.
Yeah.
And it was only the one great ball by Brendan that held them out.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And
Yeah.
then, but he's as far back as he can go. He's got the front of the mat on the back of the tee.
Well, that's the other way to try and shake up the opposition and try and go TTT and see who gets there first.
I don't know if he's quite got tee to tee. As one of the other well-known faces in bowls pulls up in behind us here. That's pretty close. So a metre back. Here's Lee Stinson in the room as well. We've got 5 people in this little dungeon now.
Oh, yeah.
It's lucky
Maybe time
you're
for
on
me
your
to move
little K.
It's time for me to move out. I'll be squeezed out between you boys.
Yeah, some big boys in here.
Yeah, I think I might head back and get some work done.
All right, up to you, mate. No worries.
I think I will.
Oh, Kay, thanks so much for spending some time with us
No worries.
again.
Thank you.
You've been
You're
amazing
welcome.
this week. Actually, I'm just going to hold you on the headset there and say for a sec, this will be the last time we see you here. Thanks so much for everything over the last couple of weeks. You've looked after Bowls New South Wales, the players, and all the organised really, really well. And you and your team, we're very proud of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Excellent.
Loved it.
Well, we'll see you next weekend.
Thanks,
Thanks, Kay.
guys.
Yes, looks like we're going to be joined by Lee the Bowl Stinson.
Leave the bowl.
The Bowl Stinson, the one I'm referring to is when he was 3 down, no, they were millimetres away, got rid of all 3 bowls and made 4 of it. Turned the whole game around and had a berth into the final of the triples.
Thanks, Laney.
Great to have you here,
kind of
mate.
you, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I've watched it a few times.
I haven't seen much of this game to date. How have things progressed? I see, obviously, the scoreline there. Is it been a sort of dominant performance, or is it the scoreline a bit wider than it could be?
It's about probably a fair thing of how the game's been going. Choppy's played really well. And Zoe's on it here. But for me, I think, Brendan's been man of the match at the moment. He's really excelled.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's been more consistent. I think Margaret's played really well, but I think consistency has come from Chop.
I did notice the first couple ends of the game, Alan playing that left-hand side of screen. You saw there, much narrower down that side.
Very, and late turn is the trick on that one. So as Kay was telling us, running down there just stays out, and if you put a little bit more weight on, will not come back. But that's good at the back there.
Stayed on, did it there? I think so.
Yeah, it's I think so.
Yeah, it's very handy there. One ride on it, and at the stage of the game, you don't even pretty much need to go close to it. Pretty much just getting to the back bowls there, match them.
Game next door's tightened up considerably too, back to 16 shots to 10 now in favour of Engadine. So closing the gap there.
Oh, showing us the Mentos again.
Did she really?
Yep.
Bless her. She wants that sponsorship. We're going to have to get someone to contact corporate at Mentos.
Margaret on her forehand, now trying to dislodge that shot bowl. As we know, like you said, guys, it needs perfect weight from there to turn back.
Pretty close. You see how late the turn is. It hangs out, and then falls. It's not. Well, they're arrows as well, so they're meant to have that real arc of a line. They talk about the apex being in the middle rather than at the end when they sell their bowls, and that's not the way it's running down that side at the moment. Choppy running short too. This is, you've just walked in, Lee, to a change in length too. This is as long as they've been, so a little bit of adjustment needed.
Once again, Margaret out on that wider line. Is this carrying any extra pace? It just won't come back.
Yeah, just hold right there. A little
Another
tickle
one
would
just
be nice.
behind, though.
Oof. Yeah. She's spawned pretty well down that line. I'll give her some credit. That's
She needs a little bit more weight, really, doesn't she? Just to play onto the shot bowl. See those grey coloured bowls of Allen's in behind there, metre or two behind.
Yeah, Choppy, he needs to get one about it 2 feet
not
behind
happy.
here.
Just a little further than he wanted. So Margaret's got a chance here, hasn't she? She plays nice weight. Moves the jack a metre or two back.
Yep.
Got to hold 2 or 3.
Mick DeBono saying a mini comeback from the Foster team. 8 unanswered shots they've had over there.
This is definitely a tighter line. She increased the weight to match.
Yeah,
She has.
needs the weight, I think. Oh, look at this.
Oh, what a great shot.
Wow.
That's perfect.
Oh,
jeez.
that was stiff. It only happens when you're behind on the board.
Bowl just spun around, didn't it? Just spun inside.
Wow.
Inside her
That
own.
that's almost the perfect shot to play, and just missed out on the result.
She gets
Unbelievable.
a bit more of the
bowling.
bowl, the jack goes a bit further. A bit less, she can probably flick it off without the jack hardly moving. Just got in between.
And that one definitely hanging all the way out. So we'll see what the call is. Yeah, it's 1 more to Raymond Terrace.
April Lonergan yell, come on, Ettalong Eagles.
Yep.
Good to see a bit of cheering there for Ettalong. Slightly outnumbered with all them Raymond Terrace people online.
Right. They're not here to watch the game. They're here to pick on you, mate.
Oh, that's probably it's a pack mentality.
Well, there's the score on the other rink. That's a heck of a comeback. 8 unanswered shots and time now. 6 shots behind. 6 ends left to play.
Oh,
well, that side too, the Foster side, are defending champions in this event.
Yeah,
course,
indeed.
So probably been in situations like this over the last couple of years and made their way through it. So Shannon White, very experienced player, trying his best to claw that deficit back even further for the last couple of ends.
Crystalline, yeah, the Terrace.
Yeah, the Terrace.
Another toucher, first up there from Zoe. I watched a few of Alan's bowls this morning, really holding compared to...
He has stuck on that narrow hand, though.
Yeah, he led against Chanel this morning. His bowls were quite a lot narrower than even Margaret's and Cameron's and Chanel. He was by far holding the tighter line out of all 4 players on that rink.
It's interesting because I think he's playing with Evolves, which shouldn't hold a tighter line, technically.
Yeah, each set ever so slightly different, of course, and the way players deliver.
No, they're not.
No, it's the way players get the release.
Exactly right. Sometimes thumb position's enough. I know players that can alter the way their bowl's turned by their thumb position. It's
Yeah, there was some motto. I can't remember what bowl it is. It's same time
Same line
every time, and I'm
was-
thinking,
that was Aero. Yep.
is that okay? Well, mine doesn't seem to do that.
Operator error. As Alan corrects with his line there, nice and tight, in for shot. There's a bit of non-activity on our other semi-final at the moment, so I'm not sure if there's potentially a measure going on there to decide what's happened there. We'll get that score updated in a moment.
Handy bowl there from Zoe. That's what you need. Got a good lead.
Yep. Good lead is right.
Well, even on that forehand too, Lenny, there's no reason why Brendan can't trail that jack around the shot bowl, the way that's turning there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got to give it a chance.
This must be a similar spot to where the fours final was, mate, I assume, on this particular line. I think it's a similar position. Obviously, the green's quickened quite a bit in the last couple of days.
Just laughing because I saw Zoe walking across in front of the camera and back again with Mentos. She's picking the lollies out this time, not trying to show them off.
Oh, I love it.
Carrying it back to the other end. We might see a pass off, the famous Mentos pass off happening at the other end now.
It looks a lot quicker than when you guys were out there only a few days ago, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's picked up. There's been a bit of rain too. Day or so before when we were out there.
This is close to getting all the way back to the jacks.
Oh, yes. Oh, whatever happens, it's a great shot.
Still one
Nice
to
ball.
Ettalong. Yeah. Good first up effort.
Yeah, making it difficult for Margaret to try to get a multiple here. It's got that nice tight line.
Yeah, it's late. It is late turn that she's looking for.
Played it pretty well. You should be reasonably
back
happy with
to
that
those,
first
yeah.
up. What's Brendan's gameplay, mate? Is he a fairly aggressive operator? Was he likely to maybe run at that bowl later on this end? And
Well, so far we've been trying to call him on run shots, and surprised us.
It's
And
hilarious, twice.
He just switched over and drew, and he drew it both times. Credit to him, but
to within nothing of the jack.
yeah, it was he'd be 2 down and 8 inches to draw and a bit of a target, and we're saying, oh, he'll run at this, but no.
So
Goes up and draws the shot.
Normally pretty aggressive apparently, but
he is.
just playing with some real confidence at the moment.
Margaret trying to get past the front ones. Not quite enough. She may get across and make this shot for Brendan much more difficult. I think she has.
I think he's still going to stick to the forehand. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know.
It's interesting, isn't it? Obviously, you just know that bend there so well.
Well,
probably conscious also, just having a look here now, just trying to get another one close by, even if he doesn't draw a shot. I'm assuming Ettalong potentially with first, third, and fourth there at the moment.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just playing it safe, I guess. I'd hate to get the edge of his and pluck that out of the head.
Maybe just running through a bit. He may catch that one to stay around.
Oh,
If it flops, it's just dropped the wrong way.
yeah.
So no real chance of a multiple. Fred Long, unless there's a perfect draw for 2. You'd be thinking now if you're the Raymond Terrace pair, 1 or 2 more winning ends is probably enough.
Yeah, exactly right. They'll want to push to the end to want to make it unwinnable, but so one there for Ettalong. End of the 13th end. We're what did we say? 13-6. 7 shots in it, and 5 ends to go. So multiples needed, at least one multiple, and they want to be perfect. So. It's going to be interesting. Something I have just noticed, guys, I'm going to put it up there now, is the wind's changed. It was blowing across in the other direction, and now it just is deadened, and if it's any wind at all, it's blowing from right to left now. So making that wide side wider.
Yeah, so as you said, Ben, right to left as you look at it now.
And making that narrow side even more difficult, potentially. But Alan's playing it really well. He did start off in that wider hand, but he's found a little bit of a niche there on the narrow side.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think pretty sure that was the same centre line we used for our triples final as well. And I know we just didn't find it any time we tried to play that side of the green. We just continually went one way or the other, inside or outside it. We just
Shots out.
couldn't quite find the right line down there. So, do you find the same, Leanie, when your guys at the back end were trying to play shots?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, we tried to stay as much as we can on that other side, but, yeah, it seemed that the way it was shaping up, we were forced on the other. Well, our skipper was anyway.
Zoe's played a good one there. She's got to match this one up now. I can see, because I have supervision here, I can see her mum getting a little excited up there on the stands. Oh, wants this to push up a little bit. Good line. Good correction on the line and just a little short.
A couple more scores going on next door. Looks like 18 shots to 12. I assume that's after 14 ends. Volunteers upstairs manning that scoreboard for us.
18-12 now, is that?
Yep.
Goodness me. Oh, unfortunate there by Alan. Just Alan Joss just running Zoe through a little bit. Found Rouse was saying the support network in the Jets is second to none. Yeah, it's pretty close. You guys and Foster, I think, would compete for the best supporters around at the moment down here.
Foster this week was massive. I think
Everywhere.
they had teams at every event. They were in all.
There were
I'm
times.
pretty sure they were in all 4 men's open, all 4 women's open. They had their senior singles champion come across from one of the other venues to win the title here.
Yep.
And then obviously got a side here in the mixed as well. So
Yeah, it's amazing. And at times it felt like we're in Foster. There were that many of them, Foster shirts walking around. It was quite crazy.
I know Shannon's been here in every event, bar the singles.
Playing next door, yeah. He's wonder what they're doing there at Foster without their greenkeeper was the discussion last game. He's been here for a few weeks. Might go back to bare turf.
Like you're out of growth season.
Well, that's exceptional line.
Important that Margaret changes something with the next couple. Really needs to get shot here. Couple down already. This could be a third.
Yeah, it's just hanging out.
Probably done enough though, hasn't he? I think he's just snuck in, so 3 shots here would be a fatal blow almost for Ettalong. So what can Margaret come up with? A couple of bowls to sit on. Eventually squeeze the jack one side of the line or the other.
Well, sitting there on that narrow hand on her way
Nice
down
and
again.
aggressive.
Yeah, nice. It is nice and aggressive. I don't think it's going to turn though.
Yeah.
Whoosh. Through the little gap.
She might have showed a hand here. I think Brendan should be looking to get outside his first. Get down just past the tee. Left hand side of screen would be odd. Leave the gaps as they are.
Oh, he's hasn't done much, left it hanging out there and a little short.
I think she'll probably just keep the same weight.
Hope for a friendly result.
Yeah.
A little quicker even.
Jeez,
What angle will she get on
Look
these
at the
bowls?
hanging out.
I think she's got her own bowl.
Oh, that hurts.
No real damage. Take your time here, Brendan. Don't need to make any extras apart
No,
from the one
definitely.
you've got in your hand. It's dead draw. Draw to your first is good enough. Yeah, it's on a nice safe line. If he gets back, he does. Maybe just too disappointed either way.
Yeah, just no turn on that hand at all. Had the right weight.
3 shots.
3 is what I think Zoe just put her hand up to say.
Yeah, it's going to make it difficult for
He's
Alan and
now
Margaret now.
4 ends to go, 10 shots.
We saw earlier, Laney, that the Ettalong pair were about this much in front in their quarterfinal match with 4 ends to go
Yep.
and nearly got run down. So they'll be looking to try and
Yeah, well, they've seen it
match that.
just about happen to them, so yeah. They won't give up.
You've come this far in a state event. You've got to try and push to the end and hope for that one big score that changes momentum.
That's it, keep working hard. Standing up now is Deb. Just
The Raymond Terrace CEO checking in on the emails at work.
maybe watching the stream.
No, he's probably watching his poker machine figures and seeing how much the club's making, I'd say.
Deb giving a little bit of laugh there, actually, mate. Don't get to see it because I've got to keep the bowls on the screen. But thumbs up. She's given us 2.
Thumbs up. I love her.
But Alan just running around the back. That's a really good shot by him. He's found it quite well. Christine Myers pointing out South Tamworth was representing 7 events, 3 ladies, 3 men's, and a mixed.
Yeah, a big campaign too, didn't it? Christine just missing out in this event too. Quarter-finalists here in the pairs. So.
Another wonderfully strong club, actually. Tamworth Bowls at the moment is incredible.
Awesome club there at South Tamworth. We had a Inner Zone Sides Championship there a couple of seasons ago. Fantastic venue, great greens. As you well know, Leanie, coming out on the right side of the equation there, but awesome club. So good to see their players doing so well in this event.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Touch it twice. Is
Get
it
two
bonus
bits-
points?
2 bits of chalk for that.
No one wants that. So, a big finish coming up next door. As Zoe's bowl comes down, I'll jump and show you the scoreline there in a second.
Got to get around that short one. Oh, who put that one there?
So that's what's there.
There's
18-12.
another one to go onto there too, guys. So it's
Yep.
now 18-13 after 15 ends. That will now be. I'll update in a moment.
5 shots in 3 ends is very doable.
Maybe time for the Brendan Stokes aggression. Guys, you've been calling for it all match, have you? Wonder if it's coming this end.
Well, look, Alan Joss, take your hat off for Alan Joss. That's 3 really good bowls in an important situation. He needs multiples, and he's put 3 of them in close to do so. But yeah,
Importantly, he reached with everyone too.
Exactly.
First one behind, then trailed the jack and made sure he got up there with all 3 to group his bowls together. Interested to see what he does play.
Yes,
Because
yes.
that bowler Zoe's out left of screen looks really awkward on draw.
take a run up, mate. No, it's not super aggressive. It's a narrow line, so he's playing to run through.
Yeah, he's giving it a chance.
That's what contact happens now.
Sits
And
on that
he has
second
got
shot,
the-
he'll be happy.
Yep, he
Oh,
has.
yeah, that's... Yeah,
And stayed as well. Perfect.
yeah. That's as good as getting the shot, that ball.
Not easy to get out either, is it? It's well and truly hidden.
Yep.
It's well worth mark. Yeah, I like this shot. Get up here somewhere around the front. Build another one in there. See what Brendan plays with his next. And you may be able to try and manufacture something later on. Wonder if she could turn that shot bowl away. Might get a chance to open up the narrower side of the rink to get to Brendan's. That's maybe a bit quick up.
Actually,
Wide up.
that's not too bad
So, Ian,
if it stays on. Yep.
mate,
Yeah, mate.
you've got a job to do. Do you want to run out for 5 minutes before the end of this game?
Yeah.
Or do you want to watch the end of it?
Oh,
You've got to go bowl a couple of bowls, don't you?
oh yeah.
At the TAB
What's the time?
Got
tournament.
another hour?
So it's
I
1
don't
o'clock.
know.
You've got an hour?
I've got-
You're okay?
I'm all good. I'm all good.
So I'm just watching over there. I just popped up and had a look. There's a couple of guys there now having a run. Guys, come on down to Fig Tree. You've got a chance to win a set of bowls now from TAB. It costs you nothing to enter. Just roll 2 bowls, get as close as you can to the jack without touching it, and see how you go with that. And you may get close enough to win a beautiful set of Drake's Pride Conquest. There they are over there. Just having a chat with one of the local punters, talking about the greens and stuff. Obviously giving them advice.
Yeah, this is what you got to do.
That's why I didn't go in it, Ben. I'd be just touching the jack. It'd be no good.
Yeah, no,
I actually mentioned that. I said Kay's supposed to be out there, and I said it's no good for her because she draws front hoppers for fun.
Brendan trying to sneak in that gap there. We'll switch that round for you in a moment.
Oh, sorry, yep. On the wrong line, there we are.
Touch the front.
Oh,
Oh no!
Okay, so
That
he's rolled.
wasn't-
Margaret's up. So holding what we think is only 2.
yeah, that wasn't part of the plan for Brendan there at all, was it?
No.
Alan looking around to see if he can make any more.
If she can, there's
Can she get between Alan's bowl and
Yeah.
Jack on that narrower side?
Yeah.
She have to play reasonably firm, but to get that bowl out,
it's risky, but they do need the multiples.
you just try and draw for 3.
Got to play for the win.
Yeah, I was at 2 here. What's that? 16-8. 8 with 3 to go. Still a chance. But yeah, if she plays that shot, gives a shot away, it's pretty much shake hands time.
Alan just having a quick look at the scoreboard. Quick discussion with Margaret. Been a very good player for a long time. Margaret, former state bowler in New South Wales.
Yeah, can play and has demonstrated her abilities over this entire tournament. She's got all the shots. Can play anything.
assuming it's just a draw. She played Allen's bowl on the backhand. Looks at this.
Ian. I found a pink one.
Got a pink one.
I just open up the Mentos for a pink one. That's great. But look, she's playing pretty wide, that hand.
Sure, it's quite coming back, unfortunately for her. Be at least two. Maybe all it is. Our 2 leads will confirm that for us in a moment, and it is.
Well, that's interesting.
8 to diff, 3 to play.
That was a quick bolt. Lee's obviously got a phone call and
He might be racing out there close to the jack, maybe.
so Alan Joss with his first, just running back a bit. Crossing the line, he's as I said, he's got this end figured out, this green figured out now, and he's bowling extremely well. He's certainly keeping the minute.
Yeah, another close bowl by Zoe.
Yeah, well done, Zoe. Oops, too far, Benjamin. Let's put this camera right at the head so we can actually see what's going on properly. Alan playing that narrow hand once again and on a narrow line.
She's urging it on.
Urging it on. Come on, she says, and it has fallen just a little bit short. Zoe's done nothing wrong with her first one. How's the second one going to go?
I think I see Deb there in the camera shot up there where the bowls are. I think she's having a crack at it. She said she was going to.
Well, let's have a look. I'll get my number 3 out and... I did notice she'd left. I was going to put her on the screen earlier.
Well, she's heading up towards there. I don't know whether she's still got her earpiece on or not, but...
Yep, still listening.
Still listening. You got to draw to the jack, darling. Hey? Little ring on the inside.
Just don't touch it. That's right. She may have already had a go. She was gone from that spot for a little while, actually. But Zoe's got one on, one behind. Alan's got in pretty good position himself. And that's usable as well. So good end by Zoe there. She's giving us a grin. I think I missed a thumbs up there. But there she is there.
There she is.
Standing next to the Soldiers Point team.
Yeah, that's Maddie Johnson. Hey, you gotta love that facial hair, don't you, mate?
The beard, I love the beard. The man bun freaks
you
me
gotta
out.
love
but,
it.
Yeah. I've got a thing. I told you what I said about that. There's a term we used to have for people that don't have beards. Women.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's everyone growing a beard. Even Chops out there is growing a beard as well. Good on him.
It's probably been taking him 5 years.
It took me a long time, I'm not going to lie. There's Chop. He's dropped these a little bit short. He was going really well for a good 3/4 of the game, and has just dropped it a bit short lately.
Yeah, I think he must be thinking, oh, the job's done.
Well, here comes that. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
good mentality, is it?
No, it's not. It's a dangerous one.
Oh, Margaret running through there. She's got a couple there on that side now. And had a side up. She's got one bowl left now. There's 3 ends to go. There's 8 shots in it. They need big multiples.
Well, that's going to make it tough. Well, she's persistent with that side.
Yeah, well, as I said, she's got those 2 out to the side there. She needs to move Jack back there and get a 3. If not, geez. She's pretty narrow. I think that's going to cut across. So, slide, bang, bang, bang. And holding 2 there is the Raymond Terrace team with 1 to come.
Yeah, that's where they come from. Just need to wait. Which I think he has got.
And 3 there, I think, makes it... I'm going to get my math wrong here, but does that make it impossible?
What do we got? 19, 11. No, they can still do it.
Yep.
2 sixes.
It is 3. It's got to be 2 perfect scores now for Ettalong to keep going, or even to tie it up and go to an extra end. So we're in a... Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sun grow better beards than I do. I can Crab is saying, yep. Well,
Just seeing the other score too. It's
All right.
only 4 the diff on the other.
oh goodness, yeah. I'll jump across and have a look at that in a sec.
18-14 on $16.
Yeah, someone on the tablet there's just hit the dollar sign. It's been there the whole time. I don't want to mess with it actually. So
There we go. Oh, there we go. Look at that fix. Too easy.
oops, that's the wrong side. Let's go the other way. So Zoe going pretty short there. Certainly not minimum length, but not the whole way. So yeah, 16 ends, 18-14 over there. So some kind of game happening over there. And big comeback from the Foster lot.
Yeah, only a couple of shots on the next end, and yeah, it's anyone's.
So the business end of this game. 2 ends to go. And perfect scores needed by the Ettalong team. You'd say by percentages that Raymond Terrace are going to be the finalist.
Yep, certainly appears that way.
No, then Alan started all right. He's got the one back, so that's the start they want. They've all got to be close now because he's not a long way back. Any short bowl essentially ends the game. Well, there's 2 in the same spot. This kind of thing I'd like to myself try to build a bunch of bowls at the back and then move Jack to them. I find that that's the best way. I can't see because everyone's trying to aim at the Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's pretty much spot on. That's where she had to be.
Mm-hmm. Very good bowls there by Zoe. And another one out the side, but it is short, so hard times now for Ettalong. Couldn't afford to be a short bowl. A smile there from Zoe as she walks down as well. Good reason to be happy with herself.
Yeah, it's a great effort. You know, looks like they're going to make it in the final. So it's a great achievement by the young'uns.
No, I couldn't agree more. It'll be interesting to see who they come up against next door. Wowee. Chops.
Oh, he's got his confidence, that's for sure.
Yeah, Brendan playing this well. There'll be a slight change. Well, he'll move just across to where that jack is now in the top left of the screen. That'll be the rink they're playing on in the final. Wanting this to turn a little bit. Hasn't. But look, there's too short now. She's got to kill it. It's the only way this game keeps going.
Well, that's a respot.
Mm-hmm. It's respot. Can't even do that.
Yeah,
The game's over.
Yeah, game's over pretty much.
So they'll play.
She's having a go at it.
I did that last time too. But, respot.
She's probably, she's going to get through that. Oh,
there goes Jack.
She's got the kill, mate. She's got the kill.
I told you.
You called it.
It doesn't matter.
Well, all she's got to do now is go that short black one up the green, hit on the pink one, then across onto the other pink one, then onto the third pink one, and then this bowl that's coming in now.
That's right.
And the other one. Yeah.
So, but look at this now. So, and beat that one now as well. It's all over.
Yeah, it's all over.
So, Mick asking what's happening in the game next door. I'll show you very shortly, mate. I'll just make sure that we see these guys shake hands at the end of this. Running through.
Yeah, it's a great game. Well done, Ellen and Margaret, making it to semi-final. That's a great effort too. Yep,
really good, really well done by Ettalong. Margaret and Ellen played really well the whole time. Actually, I think they've played an amazing game of championship. But congratulations, Raymond Terrace, and young Zoe played really well, and she's in a final, mate.
Yeah, it's great to see. Bit of a proud moment. So yeah, good on you, Zoe. Well, the good part about it, hopefully she'll be a little bit tired for the trip home and I won't have to listen to all that country music.
That might put you to sleep anyway, mate. So over the other side, the scoreboard hasn't changed. It says 16 ends, 18-14. So they're still going. They're doing a fair amount of stuff. But, look, we've got to take off and reset everything to get going. Keep an eye on Bowlslink. It'll have the results in it as well shortly. And you'll see the final between Raymond Terrace and whoever wins next door in just over half an hour, I think. We'll manage that if I have a look at the time. And for the final game of this state championships, Ian Lee, thanks so much for joining us, mate.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, Ben.
And enjoy the final game, and we'll see everyone shortly.